Hey guys, Romie here. So, if this is your first time watching me, just know that normally I have a whole setup, green screen, all that, but I felt like, it's a new year. I really don't feel like doing much of anything. And so, the only way this video was going up was if I was just in bed and just doing the review. So, this is my review for Love and Hip Hop Miami, Season 1, Episode 1. Welcome to Miami. So we start off with what was it? Amara La Negra, I believe that's her name, and she's Dominican, but she's actually her skin's more chocolate. She looks good. I mean, I have eyes. We all have eyes. She looks good. Even though she's a Latina, she embraces the fact that she's an Afro-Latina. She actually has an afro. I said, she's just like the whole package in general, and I really respect the fact that she promotes that she is Afro-Latina. Her goal is to become a big crossover music star, but still doing it her way, which she definitely can. And she has a nice little group of friends. I believe one of her friends' name is another artist by the name of, what is it, Veronica, if I'm not mistaken. Where is she? Anyway, so they're all there. Yeah, Veronica Vega. So they're all there, and she's just glad that she has women who, they're all Latina, but they don't look like her, but they support her. And that's really important, because trying to break into this industry with what she's trying to do is difficult. Of course, she's doing this because she loves music, and she also loves her mother. She wants to make sure that she does right by her mother. And then that's when we see Young Hollywood. He's a big-time music producer there in Miami. And he meets Amara for the first time. And she has her mom. She has her mom. And the whole thing with that is, he's looking at this like, okay, it's one thing if your mother is your actual manager. It's a whole nother thing if you just have her there because you feel more comfortable having her there. See, that's the whole thing. At this point, just give your mom a managerial type of title. Why not? At least that way you can say, oh, well, she's here because she's my legal counsel. She's my mom, but she's also my legal counsel. She's my manager. She's my something. Why not? At this point, why not? He took it in stride. Apparently they went out, but I said, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm fine with her being there. I just feel like we need to give her an official title. So then we see Gunplay. Gunplay's there. He's back. And I'm thinking, why did you go back? Because even I know that there were some issues going on down there. But he's there, and I think this is kind of his redemption story, because he wants to show that he can be down there and make money and be successful and not have everything else go and, convolute what he's trying to do. So, because he was in Atlanta. He was in Atlanta for a moment. Now he's in Miami. And the thing with that is he has this, so his girl is, what's her name, is Kiara, I believe. Miss Kiara. And so with Kiara, the whole thing is that she wants to make sure that her dude's okay. That's what she wants. She's looking at him like, well, we're really doing this? Like, we're really doing this? Like, we're really doing... Okay. And this is where we see Trick Daddy. He goes and meets up with Trick Daddy. And they kind of talk about how, it's annoying that, how is it that we have all these people who aren't from where we're from, sounding like us and making money and profiting off of it, and we're just sitting back and letting them. Like, really? In what world? So they're going to go, they're going to put in work, they're going to work with new artists, they're going to work on their own material, they're going to have fun. It's going to be interesting. So far, the show, it's just like, it was weird. It almost felt like the show was already on for a couple of episodes, or maybe they filmed it for a little while, because it definitely didn't feel like a first episode. It felt like a third, fourth episode in, not a first episode, at least to me. Anyway, we see Pleasure P is there, and guess who his girlfriend is, y'all? Oh, Jesus. Shay. Yes, Shay. Yes, Scrappy Shay. Yes. That's his girlfriend. And I'm looking at this like, oh, God. Oh, God. This could go left, because she's bounced from reality show to reality Oh my god. Side note, why does she have that wig on? It ages her. Because she looks good. She's someone that less is more. She already has the features, so less is more. Because she looks good, that's not the problem. Anyway, she feels a certain way because it sounds like Pleasure Pre, which we already know, he's getting the group back together. Pretty Ricky. I never listened to their music because I wasn't their demographic, but my sisters, or I should say in particular, one of my sisters, loved Pretty Ricky. Loved Pretty Ricky. Loved. Anyway. So Shay's trying to say, look, those people, they done you wrong. Why are you going and working with them? And part of me is thinking, she's not wrong. Even I kind of remember some of the falling out. But the whole thing is, clearly this is we make more money together than we do apart type of thing. Well, actually, that's not true. It's the type of thing where musically we make more money together than apart. At least there's that opportunity there. Everyone's doing the reunion tour, so why not us? Why not us capitalize on that money? Next thing we know, we see... Oh, yeah. So we see Trina's cousin, Bobby. That's what I'm calling him, Bobby. Because when I look at him, I have to keep reminding myself that he's a man. Because I'm like, them features, I just, what? But anyway, so he's openly gay. He's very comfortable with who he is, but he also has a huge personality. And he has an extremely huge personality. We already know some stuff went down between her cousin and Bobby and Trina. We just don't know what. So Trina had this party. You want to know? So here comes Trina. I'm not going to get my channel snatched. But, of course, she looks good. She was doing her thing with Trick Daddy. They're just talking about, look, it's a success. They did make money. Let's go. Side note, dang, this light is really... Anyway. So Bobby comes to the show. And he's like, well, you know, I'm on the list. I'm there to see my cousin Trina. And the dude was giving him a hard time. When I tell you, Trick Daddy's face, when he looked at Bobby and said, yeah, he can come through. He can come through. Trina sees her cousin looking at him like, first off, you're not even wearing the right attire. Why are you here? And you're wearing all these colors. This is a black and white party, or it's really a white party. What are you doing? You're trying to go be the center of attention, and that's what she was trying to tell us. He likes to be a center of attention. He starts stuff. He's been in fights. He gets overzealous, and the whole thing is, you can tell that they have love for each other. You can tell that there's some type of respect, but they don't really like each other. And when I say they, I mean Trina. I feel like she just tolerates her cousin, and she'd probably really have those like warm, lovey-dovey feelings for him if he just chilled out a little bit. Because you're like, you're doing too much. Nah, you're doing too much. Side note, Trina's assistant was looking at Bobby like, Anyway, Happy New Year, guys. If this is your first time seeing me back. Pleasure P, he rounds up the group, and... I'm not going to pretend like I know the rest of the names, because like I said, I didn't pay attention to them when they were big, but I know one of them's called Blue Baby, and I'm like, what? Blue Baby? Oh, and then I think Spectacular and Slick. Okay, I do remember their names. Blue Baby Wasp, Spectacular, and Slimmy. Anyway. They're there. They're talking about, look, we're back together, making money. 2 seconds later, Blue Baby's pissed. And I'm looking at him like, wait a minute. What happened to... Did he get into... I don't know what they looked like when they were younger. So, but I do know that people are saying, yeah, some things have changed. Some waistlines have extended. Some people didn't age so well. Others look exactly the same. Anyway, I think there's a discrepancy of how... Wait a minute. You tried to take all the Credit, because even I knew that Pretty Pretty Ricky's lead was Pleasure P. I thought that was just common. That was facts. And so I think that Blue feels like, wait, you've been perpetrating this whole thing of it was you and basically we were your B-boys. We were your B-boys and yet we were a group, and you know how much producing, writing I did, how much all that I did, how little credit I get for all that I did. That's not fair. That's not fair. But they decided they're going to squash it. They're going to squash it because they're better together. Because I really think they weren't supposed to have that argument. It definitely felt like, wait, where did this come from? Like, are you okay, Blue? You a little lit right now? It's fine you're upset, but this is going a little left. Now, the reason why I even got on this camera to do this review was for this moment. So in comes La Negra. I just like calling her that better. Anyway, so she's there. She meets up with Young Hollywood. And Young Hollywood, he sees her. It's like, okay, cool. Bottom line is, he says that she's beautiful. He says that when he's working with an artist, he also likes to do some PR stuff, image stuff, creative control. He likes all of that. And she was open to listening for a moment until he got disrespectful with it, even though he was trying to go and put it back on her. But it wasn't her. It was him. Because she was trying to figure, he was saying, well, you know, the whole Afro look, is this just a moment? Is this just you? Like, what is this? And she said, no, she's Afro-Latina. And, you know, to accentuate her blackness, she has the Afro. She just likes a certain look. She feels closer to it. And he said, well, you know, what about a more, like, sophisticated look? So then she asked a pertinent question. So is an Afro not sleek or sophisticated? And he said, no. He doesn't think of this. Not only does he not think of this, he was like, you know, what about more Beyonce? I said, Beyonce had an Afro. She had an Afro for a moment. Beyonce's, especially now more than ever, trying to accentuate her blackness because people forgot that she was black. I don't know. We didn't forget, but mainstream America did. And then 2016 happened. Anyway. And he was just, and then he was kind of doing the whole, all right, queen, all right, chocolate. I said, okay. Now this sounds like pandering. Now this is the problem that we're talking about. Like, I get it. He's young. I mean, his name is Young Hollywood. So he's young. And also, he's been brought up in a culture where it's like, okay, I don't have an issue that you're black or that you say, but still, even though I'm saying that, I kind of need for you to verbalize that you're going to take a side. And that's not what she's trying to do. She's trying to say, I'm both. Because that's what I am. I am both. Especially since I'm darker skinned. What else do you want from me? So I appreciate and respect her for that. Because a lot of people would just be like, okay, whatever's going to give me the money, whatever's going to give me the looks, that's what I'm going to do instead. But she says no. She wants to be who she is. She wants people to see that she wants to be who she is. And I respect her. So she goes and she leaves. Because he was just trying to put it like, oh, she's overreacting. Oh, she's being difficult. Yeah, that's what he was also saying. She is being difficult. I said, you're being difficult and ignorant. Anyway. So then Gunplay meets his girl. I said, oh my God, the dimensions. Jesus. I said, look at her. Look at her. I said, okay. But again, she's talking to him because she needs to know what's good. Because he acknowledges that someone that he was screwing around with in the past. So Kiara was trying to make sure, wait, you're with her? You're with who? You're doing what with who? You're working. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got your number. Long story short, she's going to be okay with it because that whole thing of trust. Doesn't mean that she's not going to go snooping. Doesn't mean that Gunplay's going to have to be on his best behavior because you already see in the studio he's going to a little flirty. We'll see. After that, we see Pretty Ricky. They go and perform and things go well. until Shay comes around. And I said, Shay, stop it. Even if what you're saying is correct, stop it. Because she's still trying to figure out how is it that these people, or I shouldn't say these people, one person in particular, and she was referring to Blue. She was saying, so Blue, I'm trying to figure out how your dusty, roly-poly X, Y, and Z self, how you're going, and you did all this stuff. Now you want to make money, so now you're going to be good with Pleasure P, and I'm tired of you. And Pleasure, why aren't you standing up for yourself? Why are you letting them just go and get away with murder, essentially? And I said, Shay, Becky, this isn't your problem. It's not. It's not your problem. It's not. It's not. So why are you making it? Why? Because then Spectacular was saying, wait a minute, who are you talking about and who are you talking to? She said, actually not to you. I said, okay. Him over there. That one. Look at that in the face. So then Blue's like, wait a minute. Why don't you go and take your beats? I said, uh-oh. But, Pleasure didn't do anything. I said, oh, wait. Is there trouble in paradise? Becky got pissed like, oh, so now you're not going to go and defend me? Now you're not going to go and defend me? You're not? No? Nope. So he said, she was like, I'm going. You bum, you busted, you busted. I'm going. Let me go back to see the other man. She's talking about Scrappy. Scrappy is happy with someone else. Leave Scrappy alone. Leave Scrappy's name out your mouth. Don't do that to that man. Come on now. Now we see Bobby. He goes and meets up with one of his close friends. I don't know her name. Let me see. She looks familiar. I think she's a rapper. No, I know she's a rapper. What's the child's name? Anyway, he goes and meets up with her. And she's just trying to figure out, dude, you can't be doing 20 on 10. We know your personality. We know that you're the type that will go from 0 to 100. We know you love your cousin, but you just keep doing too much. So anyway, the woman's having a meeting with Trina, but she decides to bring Bobby along, even though Bobby wasn't invited. So now in comes the foolishness, because Trina has her people around her, trying to figure out, hey! And then Bobby's like, hey, what's good? We see Trina's assistant does not like Bobby. Bobby doesn't like him. Words get exchanged because Bobby's trying to make it about Bobby. And I just felt bad. I felt bad for a second, but then, wait a minute. Is that Miami Tip? Miami Tip. Okay, so that's, okay, got it. Yeah, so Miami Tip's trying to figure out, Lord, did I just screw up this business meeting because I brought this dude over here? Trina's assistant was going in. Bobby couldn't take it. Bobby let a drink fly. No, Bobby let a glass fly. He was trying to throw something at Bobby. Bobby, wait a minute. I think I got that wrong. Okay. So let's see. Who throws who? Who throws who? Ooh, look at that. Yeah, Bobby did that. And Trina was right there. The disrespect. And that's what Trina's like, what's wrong? What are you trying to do? Why you always going 20 on 10, then you want sympathy and concern, people caring about you, and you're doing too much. I'll see you guys next week. Good enough for now.